Welcome back. In today's lecture, we are going to explore a critical topic, the ethical implications of using AI in project management. As AI tools like ChatGPT become more integrated into our workflows, it is essential to understand the ethical concerns and responsibilities that come with their use. We will dive into potential risks, challenges, and best practices to ensure that we use AI responsibly and ethically in our projects. Let's continue lecture 18, ethical implications of AI in project management. So we will cover overview of the ethical concerns and responsibilities when integrating AI tools like ChatGPT into project management, importance of understanding and addressing these ethical issues to ensure responsible AI uses. Why ethics matter in AI for project management? First, let's discuss why ethics matter when using AI in project management. AI tools are increasingly influencing decision-making processes and outcomes, which means they can significantly impact stakeholders. Ethical considerations help ensure that AI is used responsibly, transparently, and fairly, protecting stakeholder interest and maintaining trust. When we integrate AI into project management, we must be mindful of these ethical responsibilities to avoid potential harm. Key ethical concerns in AI uses. There are several key ethical concerns to be aware of when using AI tools like ChatGPT in project management. Bias and fairness. AI systems can perpetuate or even amplify biases present in the data they are trained on, leading to unfair or discriminatory decisions. Transparency. It is important to understand and communicate how AI makes decisions, especially in complex models that may act as black boxes. Privacy and data protection. AI often requires access to large amounts of data, including personal and sensitive information, which must be handled with care. Accountability. When AI influences decisions, it is crucial to determine who is responsible for those decisions. Human oversight. Ensuring that AI outputs are reviewed by humans to maintain control and prevent unintended consequences. And fairness in AI. Let's start with bias and fairness. AI systems are only good as the data they are trained on, and that if that data contains biases, the AI can perpetuate them. This can lead to unfair or discriminatory outcomes, particularly in areas like hiring, project assignments, or performance evaluations. To mitigate this risk, it is important to regularly audit AI systems, use diverse training data, and involve a wide range of perspectives in the development process. For example, an AI tool is used to make hiring recommendations. It is crucial to analyze a decision for potential biases to ensure fairness. See in AI decision making. Next, we have transparency. Users and stakeholders need to understand how AI reaches its conclusions, especially when those conclusions influence significant decisions. However, many AI models, such as deep learning algorithms, can be complex and difficult to interpret. The lack of transparency can lead to mistrust, to use or misuse. To address this, we can use explainable AI or XAI tools that make the AI's decision-making process more understandable. And we should provide clear documentation of how AI systems work. For instance, when using ChatGPT to generate project reports, it is important to explain the factors it considers and how it generates its responses. Data protection. Privacy and data protection are also critical ethical concerns. AI tools often require access to large datasets, which can include personal or sensitive information. There is a risk that this data could be misused or accessed without authorization, leading to privacy violations. To protect data, it is essential to implement strong data protection measures, anonymize data wherever possible, and comply with relevant regulations like GDPR. For example, when using ChatGPT, we must, in project management, we must ensure that the data is accesses and processes is secure, and the private information is not inadvertently stored or misused. Accountability in AI-driven decisions. Accountability is another crucial aspect of ethical AI uses. When AI users make or influence decisions, it is important to clarify who is responsible for those decisions. Is it the AI developer, the project manager, or the organization? This question becomes even more complex when AI-driven decisions lead to significant outcomes, such as financial losses or legal issues. It is essential to establish clear lines of accountability and ensure that there is a legal and ethical framework in place to address these situations. For example, if an AI-generated project estimate leads to budget overruns, who should be held accountable? AI uses. Finally, let's talk about human oversight. While AI can automate many tasks, it is crucial to maintain human judgment and control over AI outputs. This means establishing processes for humans to review, validate, and if necessary, override AI-generated decisions. This balance between automation and human oversight helps prevent unintended consequences and ensure that AI tools complement rather than replace human expertise. For example, before implementing AI-generated project plans, project managers should review them to ensure that they align with the team's goals and values. Case study: ethical challenges in AI implementation. To illustrate this ethical concern, let's look at a case study. Imagine a company implementing an AI tool to manage project assignments. Initially, the AI made decisions quickly and efficiently, but over time, the team noticed patterns of bias in the assignments, favoring certain employees over others. This raised ethical concerns about fairness and accountability. The company addressed these challenges by auditing the AI decision-making process, adjusting the training data, and increasing human oversight to ensure more equitable outcomes. This case highlights the importance of being vigilant about ethical issues when integrating AI into project management. Now that we have covered main ethical concerns, let's discuss some best practices for ensuring that AI is used responsibly in project management. Best practices for ethical AI uses in project management. Here are some best practices we can consider. Develop ethical guidelines. Establish clear policies for how AI should be used in your projects. These guidelines should address bias, transparency, privacy, and accountability. Ongoing training. Educate your project teams on AI ethics and best practices, ensuring that they understand the potential risk and how to mitigate them. Regular audits. Conduct periodic reviews of AI systems to check for bias, transparency, and fairness. This ongoing monitoring helps maintain ethical standards over time. Stakeholder engagement. Involve stakeholders in discussions about AI ethics, ensuring that their concerns are heard and addressed in your project management practices. Preparing for future ethical challenges. Looking ahead, it is important to prepare for future ethical challenges. As AI technologies continue to evolve, emerging AI tools may present new risks that we have not encountered before, so it is crucial to develop adaptive ethical frameworks that can evolve with these technologies. Continuous learning is key. Stay informed about developments in AI ethics and integrate this knowledge into your project management practices. For example, as AI tools become more autonomous, your ethical guidelines should adapt to address the new levels of decision-making power these tools may have. The ethical implications of using AI in project management are significant. By addressing concerns around bias, transparency, privacy, accountability, and human oversight, we can ensure that AI tools like ChatGPT are used responsibly and ethically. It's up to us as project managers to adopt best practices and create an environment where AI can enhance our work without compromising ethical standards. Thank you for joining me in these important discussions on ethical implications of AI in project management. As you continue to integrate AI tools in your projects, I encourage you to keep these ethical considerations in mind and strive to use AI in a way that is both responsible and beneficial for all stakeholders. So please continue this learning journey and stay tuned for the upcoming lectures. Thanks everyone.